6:30 in the morning on Monday, May 9th. We got up really early this morning, well, relatively early. We slept into 9 yesterday to hit slack tide at Seymour Narrows. So its slack tide is at 8 o'clock, if I remember correctly. And so we'll hit it at 7, so an hour early. There's small tides right now, the half moon last night. And hopefully ride the ebb up to the top end of Quadra Island to a place called Small Inlet. Well, we're just going into Seymour Narrows now. We got 2.5 knots current with us. There's probably, I'm going to say, another half knot by the time we get into the pass itself. But it's pretty mellow, because 3.5 knots through this passage is not that much. It can run up to 16 knots on a spring tide. So we're going right over top of Ripple Rock. In 1958, they blew the top of this rock in what was then the largest explosion by conventional means. In other words, not nuclear. And the taller of the two rocks that you can see in the chart there was only 10 feet from the surface at a low tide. And now the shallowest it gets is 44 feet. Small Inlet's a favorite. It's pretty, it's got good holding, and access to great walks.
Well, here we are in Small Inlet, ready to go for one of our favorite hikes to Newton Lake. Always a highlight, though I don't think we're going to swim today.
As it slowly washed away, are we lost out in a wild that might not last another day? The experts can agree on what the future holds. We're told we should do nothing, let our wallets steer the course. There's a corner of my head, and we're going kind of fast. Pay attention where we're going, what we've got is got to last. There's a corner of my head, think we better hit the brakes. The future, but we don't decide the stakes. We're all praying to the gods of consumption, light the way. More is bigger, bigger's better, and the kids don't have.
After our beautiful walk yesterday, we got an extra one in today. We went from Small Inlet to Granite Bay, which is on the Johnstone Strait side of Quadra Island, but a 6-mile round trip, really nice walk. And we were expecting to sit in the boat in the rain all day today, so it's a total bonus. After our walk to Granite Bay, we decided to reposition the boat a couple hours further up Johnstone Strait, from Small Inlet to Thurston Bay. We did this because the current's favorable overnight and changes to be against us early in the morning. Spending an hour in the evening moving the boat means that we could sleep in an hour more the next morning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning and we're just leaving Thurston Bay, headed for the west end of Johnstone Strait. It was supposed to be blowing all night last night, but as you can see, it's a flat calm. So fingers crossed the wind fills in as forecast. Although it being Johnstone Strait, I wouldn't be completely shocked if we motor all the way up it. That's been pretty normal in our experience going up and down here. It's either blowing a gale or very, very calm. And despite its reputation, it's calm more often than not. Johnstone Strait can be a little weird. There's lots of curves and the wind is heavily affected by the landforms around it. Not to mention all the passages coming in from the north side coming into the main channel, like the one we're passing right now. So 10 minutes ago there was no wind, 7 minutes ago there was 20 knots behind us. Now there's about 14, and with any luck we'll get the sail for the rest of the day. We motored about 2 hours to get this far. Well, I had faith that the wind would fill in behind us. We've got 20 knots, and the boat goes fine dead downwind with the main down at 20 knots of wind. We're doing 6-7 through the water and 7-3 over ground, and we don't need to worry about jiving the main anymore, so we feel a lot more relaxed about this sailing super deep down the wind. And hopefully this lasts the rest of the day. It's not forecast to get any stronger than this, and it's pretty much perfect. And with the tide behind us, there's not even any waves to speak of. A very flat, comfortable, fast ride. We're 15 miles east of Port McNeill at the end of Johnstone Strait. It's a beautiful morning. Almost no wind. Last night it blew pretty hard. We had gusts of 25 knots. And I'm thinking that the air up high must be super cold because that fresh snow in the mountains is not far above the water. Welcome to Port McNeill. What are your 3 favorite things about Port McNeill?
It's easy to do grocery shopping. It's easy to do laundry. I guess the pub's not bad. That's 3.